Ooh! Ooh, look at that! And I've just taken up over nearly 2 minutes of your life explaining it all. Don't know what I thought I was going to find. G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. Today we are out in a different part of the bush. We're going to be hunting around looking for bits and pieces. Again, someone's told me there's half crowns beeline in ground around here. Yeah, well, anyway, you know me and a half crown, so we'll see how we go with that. I am going to be working my way to an area that there's a bit of an itch, so I'd like to have a bit of a scratch there. A lot of glass. And it's just one of those areas that really, really intrigue me. So I just want to, spend a little time, take a little scratch, might even set you up on a tripod, talk to you while I'm doing it. Who knows what the day will bring. But we won't find out unless I stop talking. So, enough yabba from me. Let's get out there. Well, first non-ferrous target. It's down there. Now, this is an unusual one. Hello, young Wayne. So, harmonica reed plate, and just here with my thumb, we can see we actually have a reed in there. But look at it. Look at it. In all my career of finding harmonica reed plates, I've never had one with rounded ends on it. So, yeah, most unusual. Interesting. Now, I will just point out for those that don't know, see how we've got a reed on this side? There's some more here, reed here. But then, so these are on this side. When we turn over, we've got some attached to the other side. So that's how you get your blow out, suck in, and you can get your differences in notes. So they've got two notes the same, but one's a blow in, one's a blow out. So yeah, but yeah, very cool find. A round-ended harmonica reed plate. That's very cool. Let's keep going. Alrighty, let's have a look at this one, which actually looks quite nice. There's a lot of stuff going on all around here, but that does tend to catch your attention. Oh, bugger. Old shotty end. I can't even read and I'm not really interested. Bugger. We'll keep going. Let's try for another livey, shall we? Glutton for punishment. There we go. Numbers are nice and solid, but they do go up. So, what are we going to find here? That was actually under the root. It's a little brass nut. Nothing extremely special, but it is brass. Yeah. Anyway, we found it in amongst a whole lot of tin and stuff. You can see we've got lots of broken damage on around too. But yeah, little brass nut, we'll keep moving. Well, for all you automotive fans, there you go. You see it? I didn't see it until the coil ran over it. And there we are. Forgetting the sun, there's some. Old Schrader valve stem cover. In fact, it even will say Trader. Yeah, so there you go. One of them. I do find them. Also find the nuts at times as well. But yeah. Anyway, cool little find. You know, we're looking around, but you don't see it just lying on top of the ground until the bloody coil goes over it. But cool little find nonetheless. So yeah, we'll keep going. Oh, nice little 35 signal. Good, solid, small. And I saw that. Oh, you ripper. But they're the wrong numbers for a threepence. Then you see a hole in it. But I know what that is. That's the wick advancer winding wheel off a lamp. I think that really deserves to be cleaned up, and then we can see whose it actually is. Be back with you in a tick. Alrighty, we are back. That's the back end of it. And we have hinge burner. There you go. Hello Barbara, if you happen to be watching on this one. Yeah, hinge burner. That's pretty cool. I've not seen one of these before. So might be able to find out what they look like. Who knows? Nice bit of parallel knurling there. That's all nice. Yeah. I like the little wick advance winder wheels, because they tell you, whether it's a German made or made in USA or whatever, they can certainly tell a lot of history. Whether they were kerosene, whether they were oil, whether they were whale oil, depending on how long back they go. Yeah, cool little find. Very happy with that one. We'll keep going. Well, with good solid numbers like this, surely sixpence? Have to be, wouldn't it? Oh! Ooh, look at that! Now, that's a medallion. Oh, how bloody cool is that? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photo and then I'll be back with you, because that's bloody all right. Alrighty, we're back into it. Now let's find out what it is. And I'll try and do it all by looking through the finder, so that we... Oh, how cool. Oh, it's one of those. It's an Anzac medallion. That's brilliant. Tell you what, we are going to clean that up. I'll be back to you with them in a minute. Oh, that's bloody brilliant. Look at that. These are quality made. Department of Education Victoria, lest we forget, 25th of April 15. Look at just the thickness of that. And there we go, for King and Country 1916. That is an absolutely magnificent medallion. Now back in the day, they used to put out medallions for all sorts of things for kids at school. So, you know, the death of Queen Victoria, the coronation of Edward VII, his passing, the ascension of George V to the throne, and just bloody everything they put medallions out for. And we've got one now for celebrating Anzac, Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. That's bloody brilliant. That is just really, really well made. That's beautiful. That's a great find right there. Like, if, not that I want to taunt the day, if we got nothing better than this, we've had a bloody brilliant day. Hopefully we can get stuff just as good. maybe even better, who knows? But that's bloody brilliant. Beautiful condition. Lovely patina. We'll keep going. You can't not take home a little bottle like that. Poison, cute though. Part of a Bakelite lid left on it. Who knows what the poison was. Now's probably a good time to talk. Glass, bottles, little bottles, all sorts of stuff like that. We have finished filling up Viv's bottle of bits of glass. There's the lamp there. And you know, she said, you're going to have to stop now. And it's just like, no, I think I've got the habit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a jar. Hopefully I'll find one, and I'm going to start filling it up with bits of glass like I did with Viv's bottle. And when I finish filling it up, or just about filling it up, I'm going to give it away. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be in a while, because you know, you just don't go hell for leather picking up every single bit of glass that you find, but all the little interesting ones, the bottle tops, the bits of uranium glass. Hopefully we'll whack some of those in. I've got black light with me now, and yeah, I'll make up a little bottle full of bits and pieces of glass, and yeah, when it gets to the right height, we'll give it away. So yeah, anyway, beautiful little bottle. Can't leave them in the bush, can you? Got a good solid 34 signal, and we got that. End of either a spoon or a fork. Back into the hole it went. I'm probably tipping spoon, but anyway, we have WC, WP. It's not silver. It is registered. And yeah, I'll take that one for Andrea, who you hear me talk so much about. She just makes some magnificent things out of bits. Her imagination is just absolutely bloody brilliant. So yeah, that's at least one of the good things about, you know, being out where we are. You get just interesting little bits that are good for nothing else. Oh yeah, it's only rubbish. No, no, no. It's a source of great imagination and artwork for Andrea. So yeah, we'll put that one in the pouch. We'll keep going. Got a 37, 35, 37. Digging down with the acupoint because it's got that diggy nose on it and you can do it. And then we uncovered that. And that's as far as I got. Ho, ho, ho. How nice is that? I would say by the tabs on the back that was once upon a time a little picture frame. I could be wrong, but I think that well and truly deserves a bit of a brush up. I'm just going on those little tabby bits holding the back on, but yeah, it might have been something else. Anyway, let's clean it up. We'll see what we've got. Well, we're back. Interesting. It's had something of iron ilk put as a backing, but very cool little find. The sun comes in nicely for us. So yeah, don't know what its true purpose was, but it's certainly cool as. So yeah, never ever sad finding something like that. Interesting though, you know, here we are. We've got non-ferrous, so copper alloy, and we've also got iron, steel, whatever. But ferrous nonetheless. So ferrous and non-ferrous target, but it still came up really nice. So yeah, our Legend's working really well. Oh, I found me another one of these lids. So yeah, I don't know what they were off. There's no, if I can stop fumbling, there's no thread on there, but yeah, cool looking little lid nonetheless. Gave a nice signal, we stopped and dug it, and there it is. Well done us. Got a 34 signal down there, and if we go in, look at what's waving to us. Hello. There we go. This is a compass that will have taken a pencil for drawing circles and roundy lines. Yeah. Cool little find, missing half of it. But yeah. Well, this is our area that I'm wanting to have a scrape in. Look at this. We've even got magnesium. That would be a great jar to fill with stuff. Though actually, no. I want a clear one so that everyone can see what's there. I reckon an old little milk bottle would be cool. But you know, we've got stuff in there. There's all sorts of bits and piecery. What's that? Well, that's a Bakelite lid. So yeah, I did put my blue black light on that, even though it glows now, dead as a doornail. But it can't be wrong to have a scratch here, because look at what we've found. Anyway, I'll get you set up on a tripod, and yeah, we'll get going. Don't tell Viv this one's going into the pocket. Shh. Well, we'll just see how that all goes. I'll have a bit of a scratch around. Viv will probably either fast forward it or slow it down on the good stuff, or yeah, she'll do what she does. We'll see what we can find. Key winder for a sardine can. Tube of paste of some description. And there's a lot of oyster shells. Always makes me a bit worried for old oyster shells back in the day when we're so far from the coast. And I'm not worried about breaking this up too much because it is it's a roo thing where they come in here for a bit of shade through the day. Interesting bit of casting. Old battery. Bakelite lid, I'm going to take that one home, see if it'll fit a couple of the bottles I've got. Actually, not big enough. Bit of meekin. Another Bakelite lid. Oh, just misses out. the tube. Don't know what I thought I was going to find. Anyway, I got a bottle, I had a couple of lids to fit maybe other bottles, and we've scratched the edge, as well as this area with that. So, back to detecting. And we do not get them in such good condition that often. This is a magnificent, let's get out of the trees, an absolute magnificent example of a complete umbrella runner. So that's its proper name. Usually we in the detecting game only find this, I do it that way, only that top section usually, but that's the complete thing. So we've got the slots there for the push rods, pushers, I can't remember what their proper name is, the spokey bits that hold it all up, and then we've got the slotty part here. So that, of course, you know, when the umbrella's down, you've got a bitty bit that jumps up in there. You can push that down and slide it up the shaft, and it clicks into another spot, and yeah, that's actually a really good example of one. Worth nothing, and I've just taken up over nearly 2 minutes of your life explaining it all, but yeah, that's a good one. That's what you aim to find if you're going to find one. One like that. We'll keep moving. I got a 30, and it was a small signal. And it was that. And you go, but Coffee Bush Kid, that's steel. And that's exactly right, but corset fastener. Of course I was going to find one of these. Yep, there we go. Still got the little steel strappy bit on there. We've still got the 2 rivets affixing it to it. Ah, yes. There's a hell of a lot of these in the goldfields. Anyway, we will keep moving. Well, we should have known that not too long before the end of the show we were bound to find one, hey? And there it is. Oh, because it's late in proceedings, not just any 4-hole button. No, 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 no. We give you a 2-holer. And not only that, not just an ordinary patent, no. We have an improved patent for the viewers of the Coffee Bush Kid YouTube channel. Oh, do I look after you. And you know who you're watching. Well, I just pulled up a really nice little draw pulley lid knobby thing. We can see it's been attached to tin and it's been riveted over. But that, yeah, that's just a nice little knob, that. Whether it was just for draw pull, lid off a tobacco jar, who knows. Still well made. Nice bit of non-ferrous. So yeah. Anyway, day's getting on. We are fast approaching the end. Let's see if we can go out in a blaze of glory. A last old banger, pal, if you will. Let's see what happens. 51.52. No, it's probably another bloody aluminium top. And then I was mucking around with that because I thought, oh, hopefully that's, you know, that's a full bottle, and it wasn't. But the signal was near it. And when I dug it up, I haven't gone any further than that. That looks particularly big. Are we talking token? Are we talking early Vicky penny? We'll never know if I don't stop bloody waffling. Oh, that is thick. That is thick. That's got to be a token. That's got to be a token. And there's a date down there. Is it Britannia? No, it is not, and that is 1859, and that is a token. Woo bloody hoo. Yeah. It doesn't have Australia and it doesn't have Victoria on it. I should probably know who that should be, but I can't remember. So, I can't even make anything out. Gonna have to keep you in suspense. I'm gonna brush it up. We'll find out who it is. Well, I have found quite the number of these tokens in the past, and they're not Eddie DeCarl ones, okay? So you better put your guess in. 1859, we've got the lady sitting there at the wharf. She's got the scales of justice, there's a ship in the background, there's a cornucopia of plenty. Who is it? 1 Forest Street should give it away straight off the bat. T. Butterworth and Co., Castlemaine. There we go. Wild Colonial Boy territory. So that I'm going to call as a last hole banger. That's bloody ripper. It's not in the best of conditions that I find or have found, but regardless, that is a token. They don't often come up. You should celebrate the fact when they do. That's bloody brilliant. So I think we might call it on that one, folks. Always good to go out with a bloody burst of glory. So, on to the outro. Alrighty folks, that is it. Day is done, finds have been found, and what some finds they were. We got one of the best examples of an umbrella runner. Oh, do I look after you. And speaking of which, we got buttonry and corset fastener as well. What else? Oh, little wheel off the Wicked Vancer. Oh geez, the list just goes on and on as to how I look after you folk. But, you know, we got a nice little potential broachy thing. But I dare say the stars of the show, sort of nearly first and last if you like, that token, the Butterworth token, they are always brilliant to find, but I think the first prize does have to go to the Anzac medallion, put out by the Education Department in 1916. That is in cracking condition. No Tony, it's not Roman, but it is a cracking find. So, we drop one of these videos every Saturday night, 6:30 our time. Come on over and like, share and subscribe. Nearly 70% of you aren't actually subscribed, so go on, dare yourself, push the button. We also have memberships, and thanks to those who have taken them up, very, very much appreciated. We also have the e-store that you can wander through, purchase some flash merch. Keep your head warm, keep the sun off your body, just look flash when you go out to the disco, nightclub, whatever you go out to, you'll be there. Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. I'll catch you next time.